So good morning, everyone. It's an honor to be with you today because about over 3 years ago, Miloo was created not so far away from here, actually in Long Beach, California. And a couple of months later, we found ourselves sitting exactly where you were. It was the beginning of micromobility, and we wanted to challenge our ideas and exchange opinions with like-minded people. So I hope that today I'm very happy to share where we are at, and at the same time to offer you a different way to view mobility, or at least how we see it. So a little bit about who we are and how it all started. So we are two co-founders, Daniel, who is half Dutch Mexican, on the top photos, passionate, completely passionate about bike. If you met him like in the last 2 days, you would know that. And he's also been raised half of his life in Holland within the bike culture. Myself, Swiss, and I spent most of my career actually working in the car industry, so you can see me in front of a Formula E car, working for Audi, passionate about speed and cars. Both of us lived about 15 years abroad, so between China, Singapore, America, and we really experienced different way of moving. And we got really bugged by that micromobility revolution, and we decided to be part of it. So we really looked at everything, and we got convinced that own mobility, or defined by own or subscription, but a vehicle that you use, is going to be the future to our point of view. And we started to look a lot about different hardwares, and we got convinced that e-bikes for us were the main mean of transport that would help to replace the car. And as everything starts in a garage, you can see Daniel assembling our first prototype a couple of years back. So we looked at e-bikes and we said, okay, why are people not moving so much into e-bikes yet? And it's actually coming from the history of bikes. A lot of people have a bike in their mind as a leisure bike, right? Mountain bike or road bike. And for some of us who are not passionate so much about exercise, maybe it's not so sexy. So we're like, okay, we need to think further than just take a traditional bike and put an engine and a battery to it. Because today, if you really want to have an impact, you need to give a vehicle. And with vehicle, you have different needs. You have safety, you have cargo. And I love that analogy because I think it speaks to everyone. If we were all logical, like what we should be, right, in city, you need to have a small car that's very versatile, etc., then everybody would drive a smart. But nowadays, more than 50% of the people drive an SUV. And why? Because it's comfortable, it's safe, and you can do much more with it. So that's why we created our category, our new bikes, and we call this the SUV of e-bikes. We were very happy that this year at also Eurobike Festival in Europe, it was considered also the fastest growing category because this is answering a lot of needs in transportation. We believe in simplicity, so we have two models that you can see. Category 1 entry, Category 1 in America, it's a 25-kilometer and a speed pedelec. And our philosophy is you can customize it the way you want. And all our bikes, because we're not only into hardware, all our bikes also are equipped with a soul. So you have a mobile app where you can have equipped with all safety features, navigation, of course, keep the statistics of your rides, but also you can tailor-made, so you can choose the output power of your bike, you can really custom it as you want. And we are about to launch, and more on the next slide, our new latest update, which is a swappable battery system. And as your VIP today, we are sharing this. It's launching actually next month. First, the Explorer Beast that you've seen on stage, you can go and see it also at our booth. It's officially probably one of the most advanced e-bike in the market, extremely powerful, carbon fiber, 1,000 watt engine, etc. But happy to talk in detail about it. But it's the really definition of an e-SUV. The second innovation is because we like to look and listen about our customers, and the biggest pain point to own an e-bike is the battery. Range anxiety, how do I maintain it? It costs so much money. So we are going to pilot our first swappable battery system with a monthly subscription, sell bikes actually without the cost of the battery, which allows us to be much more affordable as well, and then allow our customers to take this pain away from our customers. But none of this would be possible without our ecosystem. So we believe in simplicity, 3 models that you can customize. We assemble in Switzerland, so we build an assembly process that allows for all this customization, but at the same time that has some standardization. We are premium, we own our point of sales, and we own also our assembly. But where we are today, so we have about 1,000 over customers. We with customization, we managed to increase our average basket actually to 12% this year. We believe we are a Swiss brand, which means Swiss quality. So we believe in customer satisfaction. Service and quality is extremely important. And lastly, 43% of our customers turn out to be customers, CEOs or business owners, because what we realize is by customization and high level of quality service, you attract a different type of customers. And our expansion, why we're here today, so we focused in the last 2 years, we're in business for the last 2 years. We focused in Switzerland, in our home market. We did about 400% growth in Switzerland to this date. And we are exploring the possibility to go to America, either this year or next year, but we'll certainly, before that, tackle Europe.
Quick question, you mentioned the 43% CEOs or business leaders. What's the cost of the bike? And then secondarily, do you have a plan to bring that cost down to make it more accessible to more people?
So the cost, it depends. Our first model started at $3,500 US dollars, because I think it's on par. So we managed, we are considered a premium brand. So we managed to be extremely competitive, because to be honest, if you compare to like a Moustache or even, a VanMoof is not so much like cheaper than us. It's because we own our assembly and our distribution. We managed to reduce the margins and give a fantastic ratio quality price. We, on purpose, have very attractive entry price. And then, our customers turn out, like we increase our average basket by 12%, they go crazy because you can customize the color of the wheels, the color of the frame, the logo. We even have a fuchsia bike going on in Geneva. So, yeah.
Some of the other cargo bikes in the market today have a different frame geometry. Mm-hmm. If you're going for an electric SUV, why not go with some of those cargo bike geometries?
Oh, for sure. So I think I had one of the photos. So we have a cargo bike that you can see right there. But we believe, I think because I'm coming from the car industry, so I'm going to use that analogy. We didn't go the route of the Chrysler Voyager, where you need to take a hit on a little bit. You're like, oh, okay, for the next 3 years or 5 years, I'm going to drive my Chrysler Voyager. It's like I can drive my RS6. I can have a cool-looking bike. It's not definitely maybe as long as some of our competitors, like a Turn, but it can handle very well 2 kids. We even had one customer, he has 3 kids on it. So we designed it so you can really keep it. And if after 2 years you want to bring it back to a normal looking bike, you can.
Can you talk about your software and what makes it special?
So software, so we have our bike. So I believe that these 2, safety navigation and ride statistics, are quite common in the industry. One thing that's quite special is you can choose the output remotely of your bike. So you can, specifically for this one, if you want to reduce, because 1000 watts is too crazy, or the Newton, like we have some customers, for example, that only want power, they don't care about range. And we have customers who really care about range and less about power, so you can adjust this.